Folks, we live in a world where International House of Pancakes is now becoming a burger place, and Burger King is becoming a pancake place. Welcome to the world of the millennials. Welcome to the Loki and Jabroni Show, the only place that can save you from it. Episode 160. News in your face.
Oh, fucking iCloud. We'll just keep going.
Hey!
Hey!
Fucking iCloud!
What up, bitches?
What's going on, man?
Welcome to the Loki and Jabroni Show. As always, live streaming to you on a Tuesday night right here from Valhalla
What's up?
Underground Studios. My name is Jabroni. To my immediate right,
I'm Ghost.
the man in the box is Kyle Bush. So,
Pissed off!
yes, he is. But before we go any further, before we do anything else, I want to present to you this. Because you weren't here last week. I want to give to you, for you to wear this entire episode, the Intercontinental Heavyweight Championship.
Did I win?
No! We really didn't pick a winner. We all had some great picks, and by God, if I could go down the list, except for Eddie's list.
I wanted to see some of the live comments.
Eddie's list was more by here are the numbers, here are the reigns and all that.
Yeah.
Longest run for a
Right.
single
Let's
run,
be honest.
so.
For the first time in ever that we've done something like this, I think there was 7 mutual picks on the list. I mean, I could just go look back. I'm standing right here with your list and my list.
The one who brought relevancy back to this.
Oh, that's what I did
Cody
too.
Rhodes. Come on.
Let's see. We both had Jericho,
I knew that. Yeah.
and I think Eddie had Jericho.
You had to.
We all had Hennig.
He's got one
retard.
of the longest
You'd be a
runs.
retard.
Right.
I went by pure numbers.
We all had Jericho. We all had Santana. We all had Hennig. We all had Razor Ramon. I think we all had Macho Man Savage. We all had Shawn Michaels.
Damn.
I had Cody Rhodes as the honorable mention. We all had the Honky Tonk Man. So 7 out of 10. It was the other 3 that were up for discussion, but at the same time, it was such a great discussion. I enjoyed it so much. It was so wonderful.
No, that's why I say great minds think alike, man. That's all I was thinking when I'm sitting here listening to it, and it's fantastic. I love doing it.
You had a good time listening?
I had a great time.
Awesome.
I had a great time.
I tuned out of wrestling for too many years to come up with a number based on what I'd seen. So I just went
worries.
Pure numbers on that one.
No worries.
So we are going to do news today. We're gonna pick out what we thought.
You take a week off and all of a sudden you don't know what the fuck you're doing.
No, I do.
All right,
I do.
just checking.
We're gonna pick out subjects that are close to us and things that we want to touch on. Not like Michael Jackson touched little boys, but we want to physically touch on. Does anybody want to go with that?
Yeah, well, we always have what we do in the beginning of everything we do is what's on our mind, whether or not it has anything to do with the subject at hand. So I'm going to look at Eddie. Eddie, what's on your mind this week?
Well, let's talk about games real quick. That's
going to be the next 45 fucking minutes.
No, this will be real quick because as Loki will agree with me, it's over.
Yes.
I read that article. I'm so bent out of shape for you guys.
Yeah, this game that we were playing, we haven't played in a while because obviously we've been on the State of Decay, but they were talking new content. I'm sure we'd have jumped in again. But unfortunately, because of a lawsuit by Victor Miller, who was the original screenplay writer of the very first Friday the 13th, who suddenly thinks...
That looks good on you.
Suddenly thinks he deserves more 30 fucking years later. Gun Media cannot release any new content for the game.
So you're stuck with the stuff you've been playing.
Right. They can do technical updates to the game, and they're going to do more servers and stuff.
Right.
Without new
we
content,
can keep the servers and shit like that, but
without new content, the game's dead.
Yeah, exactly. You can't keep a common gamer locked. You can keep a hardcore fan locked in just because they're going to keep playing it because it's Jason. But to keep an actual gamer locked into a game, you need fresh DLC, you need fresh content, you need...
I was putting the phone gimmick down for later. I accidentally touched my thumb to the end of it. Watch, let me do it again.
No. We don't want that.
I'm sending Morse code.
What I
Save
think is
me.
going to happen, and this happened with Aliens Colonial Marines, where people despised it so much that you can't just get into like the
Wasn't
you know how they you can't get
Continue your point, please.
you can't get into the random find a group thing with the game because
Yes.
nobody's ever on.
No.
There's a group on Steam. I don't know how it is for the other platforms, but on Steam that people sign up for a mailing list, and when everybody's ready to play, you get a notification, and they're up to game like 234. That's the only way to play multiplayer with the game, which, to what I was going to say, the multiplayer part of the game is probably the only real decent part of the game.
Yeah.
Except for the Stasis Interrupted add-on, the whole game to me was crap. Like, it was not what was advertised, and
No, I completely agree.
but it was cool. The only other cool thing about it was it got the original Aliens cast back together. They were all in the movie or in the game. So, and they brought Hicks back to life.
Ooh, okay.
Which is good for me.
You got anything on your mind before we dive into the bullshittery?
So, your partner on the other show,
Corey.
Yes.
Yes.
Recently put on Facebook, LeBron James perhaps thinking of coming to Boston.
Not a bad move. However, there's more. I want to hear it.
My professional opinion on this, it's not going to happen. It's a pipe dream. A lot of people would love to see it happen. Sure, he needs a better team, but Ainge is a smarter man. You already see him. You already see the Celtics. They're already looking at this new guy. Freaking Allen.
Okay.
Duke Allen. Yeah, Duke Allen.
I think that's his name. Yeah, I was reading.
Duke Ellington, the ghost?
No,
close,
Duke
but no
Allen,
cigar.
Just Duke Allen. And he's freaking... He's great. Freaking kid's great. Plus, we already spent all this money to get Kylie Irving.
Yep.
Kyrie Irving. So, if we
And you got him from the Cavs.
And he doesn't like LeBron. So, it would be... Exactly. We'd have to get rid of one player to bring him on. Guys, it's a good idea on paper, and LeBron, I'm sure it's a great idea with you because, hey, you need a new fucking team.
You need help because you're not the fucking GOAT, you dirty bastard. Shave your face.
Well, you got most of the points for the entire team for that entire
what's he now? He's 3 championships for 7 attempts?
Oh, yeah.
Jordan didn't do that. Jordan's a GOAT.
No,
I win. Fuck all y'all.
Well, I would go with Bird.
Nope. Well, all right, I'd buy Bird, but...
Just because at the age of 30, which... King James is at right now, he statistically is better. Larry Bird
yes.
at 30 is statistically better.
Jordan's still the man. Sorry, Lebron fuckers.
All
you people knobbing his slob.
I felt for the dream for a second because I thought, you get LeBron in the fucking team with what we got right now, and it
wouldn't be bad.
No, that'd be a straight. That's like at least 2 championships.
My comment on it would be the best free agent signing they've done in the last 5-6 years. The problem with that is you already have Kyrie Irving, doesn't like LeBron.
Who hates LeBron.
You have a team in Boston that plays like a team. They're not hovering around
next
one person.
I love that next man up mentality.
But I say that tempered because however many years ago before the last championship in 2008, they signed Shaquille O'Neal.
Mm-hmm.
And then they win a championship with Shaquille O'Neal, who is obviously the centerpiece of any team he's on, except for the run he had with Kobe Bryant in Los Angeles where they were like co-headliners. You bring Shaq in, he's the headliner. When they brought Shaq into the Celtics, he was like, okay, I get it. I understand. This is the team dynamic. I'll do my part. Everybody does their part. Boom. Championship.
His part was to
Could you expect that out of LeBron James, who thinks he is the beginning and the end of everything there is basketball?
I think he steps into any team like he does. I mean, look at his first year with the Heat.
Mm-hmm.
He sat back. He did his job.
Did you see the intro that they had? It was like Randy Orton walking to the ring, fireworks and smoke, and the thing opens up. It's like Chris Bosh, Dwayne Wade. It was ridiculous.
Oh yeah, no.
You don't need that. That's not a team.
Well, that's what the Warriors are now.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
pretty much.
essentially,
But they're
that's what you're looking at.
champions.
No, they are. Absolutely.
Whereas LeBron is.
And so are the Capitals. What you
Yes.
got, man? What's on your
Wow.
mind?
Holy shit.
Isn't that the only thing LeBron's missing is the championship?
He's got
No,
three.
he's got 3.
But he's had 7 attempts.
Yeah.
Whereas Jordan has 6 out of 7.
6 out of
So
7.
putting him in the Celtics would be the clincher if he'd have the championships.
Oh, he'd have the
Maybe.
runs.
Yeah. There'd
He'd
be
have
a hell of a run.
He'd have the chance. I don't know about 4. 4 is
Because
definitely...
Jordan had the Bulls were tight.
Yeah.
God,
At that time.
Yeah.
There was Jordan, and there was Scotty Coattails, and there was
Missing
Steve
Pippen.
Kerr, and Dennis Rodman, and
Fuck Scottie Pippen.
that's what I say.
Missing
Scotty
Pippen.
Coattails. Boom. Fuck him. He's not a Hall of
He's the
Famer.
one that made me decide that basketball was phony.
He's not even in the Hall of Fame. Fuck him.
Like his fucking kid and play fucking haircut.
Yes. Well, since you already alluded to it, I got a little double shot on my mind. The Capitals. Wow, 4-1 versus the Golden Knights as the NHL champion Washington Capitals, first time ever in their career. We talked about it a few weeks ago. The Golden Knights put on the Cinderella season. They're going to be back next year.
Oh yeah.
But one of their biggest fans lives in Las Vegas, records in Las Vegas, and guess what? In the next few weeks is coming right here to Loki Jabroni Show. I'm wearing the shirt tonight, kids. Fucking heavy metal icon, master of disguise, Lizzie Borden is coming right here to the Loki Jabroni Show, and I'm sure he's upset.
I love it when we have music shows.
But we all
It's
do.
been a long time.
Yeah.
But
Since Van Halen.
Lizzie's gonna bring it, and it sucks that you weren't here for Van Halen. I'm sorry.
It's been a long time since everybody was here for a music show.
Yes.
Exactly.
So we're gonna bring it to you guys. And hello, Crystal. Hello, Amy. But what a great show by the Capitals. They came out strong. Ovechkin just amazing. There was nothing that guy didn't do. It was like if he didn't win the cup for the Caps or with the Caps, it was like his life depended on it. Every shot, every hit, everything Alexander Ovechkin did was just powerful. It reminds me, as much as this hurts me to say, of the 2004 Red Sox. Everything was on the line, and you knew that everything you did meant something, and you knew it was life or death at this point. If Washington doesn't win, we lost to an upstart team full of also-rans.
Yep.
If Washington does win, it's kind of destiny. So congratulations to the Washington Capitals. I know there's a few listeners out there, Mike Friend being one of them. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Mia Khalifa, for
Fuck Mia Khalifa.
being a fucking Capitals fan.
I heard she came back.
I'm sure she
Not to basketball, but or whatever. Fucking
hockey.
tonsil hockey, yeah.
Yeah, whatever. Doesn't matter.
Awesome.
Let's pay some bills real quick before we go on. Our 2018 fundraisers, Chad Hatfield and Team World Vision, they're raising money so they can bring clean water to places that don't have access to clean water. And as an added bonus, in November, Chad Hatfield will be running the New York City Marathon as a part of Team World Vision. We will be tacking that up this week back to the top of the Loki and Jabroni Show page because Solo's a dud. And we'll talk about that in just a little while.
That seems to be the consensus too, by the way.
I know, in more than one way, man, and it's just terrible.
I told you, man. I told you.
Oversaturation.
Told you, man.
If you want to get a sexy T-shirt like this one that I'm holding up right here, you can go to cafepress.com/Loki and Jabroni. T-shirts, zip-up hoodies, pullovers, baby onesies, get them all. cafepress.com/Loki and Jabroni. If you want to shop,
Wear the gear. Rep the show.
That's what I'm saying.
And don't forget mugs for your hot cup of cafefe, which we'll be talking about later.
Yes, we got a lot of
Love
cafefe
café.
coming on later. That's a nice belt, by the way. Stand
love
up, show them that, because I want to say, if you want a fantastic Intercontinental Championship like this one right here, or any other championship you wish to wear around your waist, whether ample or small, you can go to one of our affiliates, Amazon, WWE, do what you got to do, www.lokiandjabroni.com. Click on our affiliate links and do some great shopping. That lets them know that we sent you, and they'll kick back just a little bit to us. Also, if you want to donate directly to the show, it's www.patreon.com/Loki and Jabroni. Donors get a free Amazon gift card, depending on the level of success you decide to donate to us. And we appreciate every single donation, whether it's through the affiliates, through the Patreon, whether you just want to come to my mailbox and shove $50,000 into it. Let's make this happen.
Love that idea.
Can I take this off my shoulder now?
Sure.
You can wear that all night long. I don't care. That's gorgeous. So we're talking about in the news. Who wants to start?
In the news. I'll go right ahead.
You can go right ahead.
Okay, so let me open this up because this is great.
Mm-hmm.
Right in our very own hometown.
Oh, look out now! Is it going to be a Fight Club?
No.
Okay.
Nope. This is even better.
Shh. Better than Fight Club?
Not supposed to talk about Fight Club.
So members of a Connecticut Christian congregation were upset when an enormous statue of Marilyn Monroe was erected. It's from the scene. What was that?
Some Like It Hot.
The 7-Year Itch.
Oh, 7-Year Itch.
Where she's holding down the dress and the back end's showing up. Well, guess where her derriere just happens to be showing?
City Hall.
Right towards the church.
Okay, that's a little bad. You know, I've never. Go ahead.
Here's the deal, and let me just. It's a piece of art, and what they're doing, it's a 30,000-pound sculpture. It's part of a summer art series in downtown Stamford that showcases Johnson, and he's the one who actually did it. His name is Stuart Johnson. 26-foot Forever Marilyn statue captures a Hollywood actress in an iconic scene from the movie The 7-Year Itch, which a gust of subway riots, blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. So, they end up talking to the church, and a few of them are upset. He understands, and this would be Reverend Todd Yonkman. First saw
Yonkman,
yeah.
Okay.
He understands it's a piece of art, and it's designed to make the viewer uncomfortable. It makes me uncomfortable. The question for each one of you is, what will you do with your discomfort? I am choosing grace. A few other people, her skirt is just up in the air. Everyone's under there looking underneath.
She's
her
wearing
skirt.
drawers.
Yeah, absolutely.
I can see that in the picture.
It's from a movie.
Right, it's from the movie. Right. Another person says you're going to have a different opinion and you're going to have different sense of humors. So it's going to be up there for another 30 days.
30 days?
Another 30 days, yeah.
Until what? Somebody decides to tear it down?
No, because they actually have this art thing going on all month.
Okay.
So for the next 30 days...
So it's not a permanent structure.
No,
so
it's not
temporary.
a permanent structure. It's only
okay,
temporary,
good.
Right? He ends saying this. The church has been... now, this is a side note. The church has been planning to host a pride event in Latham Park next Sunday to show solidarity in the LGBTQ community, right? Here's his last quote. Marilyn is a gay icon. So it turns out that this may be a fortuitous coincidence.
You may want to start over there, because I got a lot of shit to say. That's your cue. Edmund? All right, fuck it, he's not going. Look, I got a lot
So
of...
hold on.
Go ahead, ask your question.
Go ape shit.
Fuck!
This is where
I told you I was coming in hot tonight.
Where, when, and how did we decide that Marilyn, in probably one of the most sexiest scenes, an iconic scene at that,
oh God,
is gay?
Okay, I'm gonna start. I'm just good. Oh, fuck! Shut up, Eddie. Get out of my house. Look, I'm gonna start way at the beginning. I have a problem with people who have Marilyn Monroe worship syndrome. Okay, Marilyn Monroe was a lot of things. She
taught women how to.
She was a wonderful actress. She really, in that time, was a catalyst for women empowerment. She was also a drug addict. She was also
an alcoholic.
She was also an alcoholic. She was also an adulterer. She slept with anything that got in front of her.
Yeah.
And ultimately, depending on what autopsy report you read or what conspiracy show you read,
Walt Disney did LSD and may or may not have fingered little children.
Same.
Okay,
I get it, but you don't hear me singing the praises and having fucking portraits on my wall.
Right, but people still do. So.
But she's still a cinematic icon. There is no one in the free world here in the United States. You can walk up to a 6-year-old and say, you know who Marilyn Monroe is? Oh, yeah, she's the chick with the thing and stuff.
Isn't that the guy that dresses weird and sings beautiful people?
Close. That would be the idiot people that are taught wrong by their parents. There's a problem I have with Marilyn Monroe worship. Having said that, that statue that you showed me in that picture is a piece of art. It's an iconic picture of something we've all seen. You for 43 years, me for 45 years, you for 40 years.
41.
We reckon. You know what?
26
Did
foot.
I ask you how old you were?
26 foot,
Right.
30,000 pounds.
Doesn't matter. It's a moment caught in time, much like the Navy guy kissing his woman and her leg is straight up in the air, which.
Right.
Now you can't do that with your woman in the line at McDonald's, or heaven forbid someone gets offended.
Well, not with certain people.
The line is really skewed right now between what is art and what is offensive, and it's a big fucking problem. Do I have a problem with people Marilyn Monroe worshipping? Yes. Do I have a problem with this statue? No. Do I have a problem with someone going, this is tasteless and bullshit? You know what? Then you haven't been alive for 40 years. Go fuck yourself. With a rake handle, splintered, sideways, dip yourself in fat and sell your fat for fucking glue. I'm done. Eddie, your turn.
Ed, before you start that, keep in mind, this is the same guy at the beginning who said he was upset by this. He was discouraged by this. And in the end, he said that her being a gay icon could actually
I still want to know how she's a gay icon.
Work in his benefit.
I still want to know.
Work in his benefit.
Hello, Tommy Summers.
To clarify,
hello, Eric Askew.
The guy who made the statue was saying it's a gay icon?
No,
the church?
The pastor.
The pastor of the church says she's a gay icon, which to me, I mean, she fucked every guy that stood in front of her. How is she a gay icon?
I get what they're saying. It's kind of like for some reason, Barbara Streisand is considered a gay icon.
Liza Minnelli, same thing.
I can see that with Barbara Streisand. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Who played,
oh God, I can't do it.
Who the hell played Dorothy?
Whoa, hello,
Melissa
Judy Garland.
too.
Judy Garland, Liza Minnelli, they're considered like gay icons.
My chair fell on its own. It's the ghost of Valhalla Underground.
It's the ghost of I've had too much papas this week.
Continuing on.
No, but so they do have these gay icons or whatever.
Guys, chime in.
Eric, do
you believe that Marilyn Monroe is a gay icon?
I don't.
Or do you believe that she's a sex icon? Go ahead
and
chime in below.
She's a sex symbol easily for me.
Yeah,
Eric Askew, if you ever disparage the name of Kiss ever on my podcast, I will come to your house and I will castrate you chemically in front of your family, as much as I love you. But don't do it. Wow. Just don't do it. Don't do it.
I think Gene Simmons disparages the name of Kiss.
Oh, without question. More than Eric Askew ever could.
More than
here's the difference.
Here's
the difference. I'd invite Eric Askew to dinner.
I'd invite
done and done.
To dinner just to ask him why.
Somebody tell me how she's a gay icon.
I don't see it.
Marilyn Monroe, I know, was big into. She was an activist in that sense. I think, if I recall, I don't know. Here's the thing. I had an interesting conversation, and I don't know. It's kind of made me think of it. The way certain things are appropriated and pushed away, depending on the way this tide seemed to go in and out. So there's a biopic coming out about Freddie Mercury.
Yes,
which I'm looking forward to.
Looks fantastic.
Absolutely.
And there was some people claiming that they're not. The trailer doesn't say that he has AIDS or something, and they were upset about that.
Gee, why would you put that as the selling point of your film?
Because they say in the trailer he has an illness or whatever, and that's it. And somebody was saying that they're straight washing the movie.
You can't do it.
You know, they're not talking
about here.
They're not talking about his bisexuality or whatever.
I can't do it.
And I remember saying to the guy, I'm like, well, this is somebody who's younger than me. And I'm like, okay, you probably don't remember much of the 80s, but I remember spending much of the 80s trying to not associate AIDS with gay people. Like, they want to own it as a gay disease.
They did own it.
They did
own it. Do you not remember the very same T-shirt that our fag friend Brandon had?
Yeah.
It was AIDS kills, fags dead.
Wait a minute. Time out. Offsides clipping. I'm not offended or anything, but I want to make sure I heard that right. Our
fag friend
Brandon.
It's kind of how he talks about himself.
He is. No,
Okay,
he calls
no.
himself a faggot.
Brandon.
Hey, look,
you win.
Look, I'm sorry, man. If that's your terminology, you get up. If you
wear that shit like a badge.
If you've been listening to this podcast and you don't know that I use terminology like this by now, we're 160 episodes in by this point, people.
Get out.
I'm sorry.
Only Mario coins certain words.
Yeah, it's very cut and dry. But no, to be honest with you, that's just exactly how it left.
But I mean, here's the thing. But most of the '80s we spent trying to break that stigma because then Magic Johnson was getting HIV and stuff like that.
You couldn't say if you. But calling you gay is like calling somebody a bitch nowadays. Back then.
Well, calling Ed gay is different because, well.
Anyway, moving
on. Yeah, right.
Moving the fuck on.
By the way, Eric Askew says November. He's sending this in, and November 24th, 1991, a day I'm very familiar with because Eric Carr died that day. Freddie Mercury died. The retrovirus is subsequently named human immunodeficiency virus, or HIV. So they. According to Eric, and he mentioned this earlier in another particular comment, and then I'm going to address Tommy Summers before I smack him in the mouth because I love him. Freddie didn't know he had AIDS until nearly the end.
Right.
Tommy says Chris is a gay icon for NASCAR. I got a big one right here for you, but that's okay. I love you, Tommy. Great podcast.
That means that gay gentlemen want to have pitch posters of you in a Speedo.
Pretty much.
Like a number 4 Speedo.
I would wear a number 4 Speedo for those people if that's what gets them happy.
Suck on my big 4-inch.
Anyway, this went in a
totally different
the night. Went in a totally different point than I was making.
Quick, because I have to finish with Tommy. Go ahead.
Well, stop talking.
Stop interrupting.
Stop.
I was talking.
Stop.
What's your name again?
Anyway. So this person is like saying they're straight watching the movie because they're not saying AIDS, and I'm like, okay, so we spent up to this point trying not to say AIDS is a gay disease, only AIDS kills whatever dead.
Right.
We spent all this time trying to get away with that, but now you want it back.
Yes.
Just to say, to complain.
Just to use it as a victim strategy.
Virtual signaling is what it is.
I get it.
It's not virtual signal. It's I need to be a victim to get attention.
Well, yeah.
That's a 2018 syndrome right now. Is that I need this,
or that fact they didn't use. First of all, I think when they were popular, he didn't even the word AIDS was still. It took
taboo.
Him a long time. Well, not taboo, but it took a long time to diagnos AIDS.
Yeah, right.
Because full-blown AIDS is like
death sentence.
Yeah.
Yeah. End of days.
It goes back to something way back in the late 90s for a lot of you that aren't old as fuck like we are. The first time I heard the words PTSD was in the late 90s.
It used to be shell shock.
Right. It used to be shell shock, and it was a part of it that was like kind of taboo. You had to have seen something so devastating. You had to have been a part of something so devastating that you have this stress that you dream about it. You have daydreams about it. You're awake. You hear a pop. You hear a gunshot. You hear a tire blow, and you're immediately transferred back to like Vietnam or whatever. PTSD. Now, going forward, now all you have to do is, you see me smack Loki in the shoulder, and oh my god, I got PTSD. I need medication. It's so fucking bad. Oh my god, whatever, horseshit, bullshit. I'm done with it. Can't deal with it. There's a difference between, 1991. It was 1991, November 24th, 1991. It was the same day Eric Carr died of Kiss. My friend, that Freddie Mercury died of AIDS, but at the time they called it pneumonia. And then a few weeks later, you got the autopsy results back, and it's like he's got AIDS.
Well, most people would die of pneumonia because your immune system
exactly
shot shit.
Yeah, exactly.
So they thought it was another strain of pneumonia, and it turned out to be an immune disease.
Right. So,
and
I'm not quite understanding the whole appropriation where, like you said, they want it back. The gay community wants it back.
I gave you the reason.
All this.
It's easier to play victim when you already have it out there.
I kind of agree with him on this. It's kind of like, remember what we were talking about the college kids saying they only want roommates that were people of color, and we said, you know, people spent and died. Some people died to use the same water fountains, and now everyone's asking for their own water fountains.
Right.
And it's like
the same thing with the bathrooms.
Yeah, it's regressing.
We did that.
We're
How many years ago did we do the bathroom episode? 3 years ago?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. All right, what do you got?
Killing me. No, I want to.
AIDS kills
let him
everybody.
finish.
You know?
You fuck with AIDS, you're gonna die.
We know a lot
if
of
you get a
straight
blood
fucking die of it.
transfusion, you're gonna die.
Right. If you fuck with AIDS, you're gonna die.
I can give you a list of porn stars that aren't gay that died of AIDS.
Sure.
Give you a list of non-gay people that are fucking porn stars that just randomly contracted it.
Exactly.
That aren't
But
gay.
I'm sorry,
Like,
the fact that they're not using the word AIDS in the trailer is not street washing.
No,
That's
because
just
you're going to
fucking
hear
ridiculous.
it during the fucking film, and that's the part that's going to piss a lot of people off.
I wish they would have straight washed Solo.
Oh, don't get me started, because that's one of my points on my list right here.
Oh, Jesus. You're on the pansexual thing? Just be
No,
happy there's
no,
no
no,
crow.
no, 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 no,
Just be
no.
happy there's no crow.
No, I'm not. I'm on
I'm
a
happy.
point that you and I talked about a week or two
happy.
ago. We're to talk
I'm
about
gonna
it. But
fight.
first,
You know, if Lando wants to fuck anything, he wants to fuck whatever.
he's
man.
Lando, for crying out loud.
I mean, it totally.
Oh, you know what?
it
Let me
blows-
just dive into it now.
It blows up the whole. Let me do this. It blows up the whole Billy D. Williams. I'm cooler. Like
All right.
Billy D. Williams, Lando Calrissian of Cloud City walks into a room and you got your girl like this. Why?
Yeah.
Because
Lando's going to steal that bitch.
Steal that bitch in a second.
Hold on. If you guys are watching live here, for the sake of argument, Mike's my woman. Lando walks in. That's where she is, right there.
I thought
she's
about
not going anywhere.
I rewatched
because
Empire.
Lando will fuck your woman.
I rewatched Empire and the signs were there.
Yes.
What? He humps.
When he looked
robots?
at Chewbacca, and Chewbacca doesn't wear pants, and he says, "Hey, Chewbacca."
Oh God.
Still hanging around with this
You know
loser?
what? I'll wait.
That's the signs were
Because
there.
Chewbacca fucking drinks the Colt 45 with them when all the fucking people are passed
It
out.
works every
Pretty much.
time. He's putting the pills in the Colt
All right.
45. Anyway,
I'm going to wait for the summit. I told you guys in a video earlier today I was going to talk about the summit. I'm going to push that to the side because you guys brought up Solo. You know what pisses me off? And this is a real news story. Just this past weekend, Ocean's 8 opened in theaters, all female cast. It's what is it? Sandra Bullock, Anne Hathaway, a couple other sexy bitches, and some other not so sexy bitches. I can say that because it's my show and his show and his show. I can say sexy bitches, can't I?
Is Julia Roberts in there? No, she was in the. No. She was in.
Julia Roberts is ugly as fuck, and if she was in this movie, I wouldn't say sexy bitches.
But no, she was in 11, right?
Right.
11.
Yeah.
But
like
they come out with the biggest opening weekend for any major. I think it's all female cast of all time, but it was 13th overall. It's Ocean's 8.
I'm glad you brought this up, by the way.
Let me finish.
Ocean's
I'm glad.
8?
I know where you're going. I think I'm going to like this. Ocean's 8 opens up. Wait a minute. They're going backward. They had Ocean's 11, Ocean's 12, Ocean's 13, all with George Clooney and the rest of the idiot pack.
Yeah.
Now you have Ocean's 8 with Sandra Bullock, Anne Hathaway, a couple other sexy bitches, etc. I love Anne Hathaway. Anyway, before I get too rigid, with the highest opening weekend, 13th highest of all time, but still, highest opening weekend of the year, compared to 2 weeks ago when Solo opened at the dead last of 2018.
It's actually listed as a failure.
I'm listing it as a failure, having not seen it, but I want to see it. But here's the.
I wish somebody would ruin it for me.
I'm going to explain it.
I get pissed if somebody ruins Star Wars or Avengers.
Tommy Summers just.
I heard there's nothing to ruin.
Tommy Summers just chimed in. I'm going to give you why Solo failed, in my opinion, having not seen the movie. We all, three of us, a couple weeks ago, talked about Disney having the Star Wars franchise. We also talked about Disney having the Marvel franchise. There's no anticipation anymore. You know that every 6 months, like clockwork, there's going to be a new Star Wars film, whether it's in the lineage of the original or some sort of offshoot like Rogue One, like Solo, like whatever. In my opinion, I call it the Kiss effect. Work with me here. I can already see your eyes starting to glaze over. From 74 to 79, Kiss put out an album every 6 months without fail. there was nothing that made you salivate for a new one because you knew it's September now. Well, by March, I'm getting a new record. Everything, it's like a fucking wheel. It keeps going,
like we said last week,
and eventually you get burnt out.
Just overkill the freaking...
Kind of like after Tupac died.
Pretty much, and everything came out within 3 years. You got a record after record after record. What was it, like a 5-month clip? Yeah, am I doing my math right?
He had like so much work they released.
Right. But
some of it you listen to it like...
Yeah, it was just like not... Kind of like listening to Kiss Hot in the Shade. Just not ready for public consumption. It wasn't finished. It wasn't good enough. But, and that's the same thing with the Star Wars films. You're shoveling them out right now. I was so excited to see The Force Awakens. So were you, so were you. So were a lot of you watching us right now and listening to us audio only on Wednesday. So excited. And then we saw it. And then you saw Luke at the end. You're like, oh, where are we going to go next? And you had to wait. The anticipation fucking killed us.
I wish they would have actually done that in the whole beginning. That way we would have had 2 movies with the new characters. Now we have 1 movie with the new characters.
The problem I have with Solo, and I'm going to say what I said earlier today to a friend of mine when I go back to the Kiss effect. Nobody gave a fuck where Kiss came from before they became Kiss. You're just like, oh, it's Kiss. They're fucking awesome. I don't give a fuck where Han Solo came from. He's Han Solo. He's cool as shit. He is the bomb. He is what every guy wants to be and what every girl wants to be with. Who gives a fuck where he came from?
Until
I can make
J.J.
this fucking
Abrams.
really easy.
I knew
Go
where
ahead.
it came from.
Really fucking easy for you. 3 reasons it fucking failed. 1, you picked a douchebag to play Han Solo.
Fair.
2, we asked and we begged for a fucking Obi-Wan movie or a Boba Fett movie, and you give us a fucking Han Solo movie. 3, just like you said, you're fucking shoving all this shit in our face nonstop. Here it is. Here's another Star Wars movie.
Right.
Here's another Star Wars
And
movie.
look,
here's another Star Wars movie. We don't need this shit. We didn't need Rogue One. We don't need fucking Solo.
Look.
I'm not saying it wasn't a good movie. We didn't need it.
And look.
That sentence
we didn't
was
need the
all
Ewok
we
adventure
needed.
either.
All we needed was that one sentence.
Right.
A lot of people died, or a lot of Goongalins died.
And let's go back to the other point.
That's all we needed.
Going back to that Kiss effect, I'm sorry, Ed. Going back to that Kiss effect, I can look back at those records from 74 to 79. I love those records. I do now in 2018. Whereas if I were a teenager / adult human being from 74 to 79, I might have felt overwhelmed, lost interest in the product, like we are now. Older, losing interest in the product. We cannot we talked about it with the Marvel films. How many Marvel films in a year can we get? We just had the Avengers. Yep, we have Deadpool 2 that's going on now. There's going to be 6 this year.
Is still Sony.
Oh, is it still?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, fair enough.
Marvel.
Going back.
Deadpool 2 is Fox.
Fox.
Is it?
So
Okay.
Disney technically has Deadpool back.
Okay.
Oh, now they just bought him. Yeah.
Sony is Spider-Man, and
Did you
That's
guys?
why they pulled off the fucking Disney joke then.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
guess Ryan Reynolds made a pretty nasty Disney joke in Deadpool 2.
Kind of like when in the first one he pulled out the picture of Green Lantern.
Well, I think the movie was in the can before that sale even went through. So I mean, he poked fun at the Marvel Cinematic Universe in the first one.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, that last scene is on a helicarrier carrier if you're looking carefully.
No, it is.
What separates, if you don't, I know I haven't seen either film, but what separates Ocean's 8 from the Solo film in your guys' opinion? What separates the 2 films?
Well,
why did one succeed and one fail?
Because we're all about women power right now, and Ocean's 8 is just all about that. And Solo can suck my titty.
Okay, fair enough, Eddie.
Solo looks like crap, and Ocean's 8 actually looks good.
Funny you should say that because I watched the trailer to both of those last night. No, because if I want to come in with a point,
hold on.
Go ahead.
Are they taking millions of dollars and trying to get away with it? Is that what's going on here?
Of course.
Oh my God!
That's
such an original plot. I've never heard that before.
Set It Off was better with chicks, but
great fucking movie.
But here's the thing: don't compare because this show I watched, What the Flick, which is part of TYT. I don't know why I still listen to watch.
Yeah,
was
seriously.
Comparing Ocean's 8 to fucking the Ghostbusters reboot, and they're saying, well, the reason why Ocean 8's good is because Trolls didn't ruin it like they did Ghostbusters. Trolls didn't ruin Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters ruined Ghostbusters.
That's what I'm saying. It's like you looked at the trailer for Ghostbusters, then you saw the movie, shit and shit.
Yeah.
Ocean's 8 trailer looks pretty good. The cast is good. It looks interesting. Solo doesn't look interesting at all.
You know, I know.
It's too soon. Here's the thing: you bring Harrison Ford back for one movie, you kill him off. It's kind of too soon. I mean, it's funny.
Great point.
Everyone's like,
wow.
Everyone's like, new and old got to see Han Solo, and they're like, man, you know, he was like the best part of this movie, and they killed him, and he wasn't in the next one. And
I got to share a private message with you guys. Is
I
Tommy?
need to respond to something you said. The many Bothans died to get this information. Is Return of the Jedi is not the first one.
Yeah, but I'm saying I know, I get that, but
people would say that about Rogue One. It's
right.
Not about Rogue One.
No, yeah,
wow.
right. But I'm saying that whole information from Rogue One is just that. It can be told in one sentence.
Before you guys go on,
story.
You guys are Star Wars geeks far and ahead of me, which I am like. I'm like a 3rd level Star Wars geek, where you guys are like 7th level double black belt, 3-time karate champion Star Wars geeks. Now,
and Star Trek.
While we're doing this, I'm
right
sending back and forth messages with Tommy Summers, who, by the way, if you've never listened to 3 Sides of the Coin and Kiss podcast, please listen to Tommy Summers. This is the message I got from Tommy. I've never seen a Star Wars movie. I just don't get it. You have 20 seconds, and I will count it down, and then you have 20 seconds. Explain to Tommy why he should see a Star Wars movie, and go.
He's a Kiss fan, but he's a documentary fan. Why am I trying to convince him?
You're at 9. Go. 11.
The reason he doesn't get it because he hasn't seen them.
You haven't been called on yet. Shut up.
If you want to see space battles and starships and lightsabers and the Force,
you're done.
Watch this movie.
20 seconds. Go.
That's it. If you haven't seen them, that's why you don't get it.
Okay. Fair enough. I'll buy it, and we'll walk on.
Maybe it's not his shit. I don't know.
It may not. You know, because
I don't know Tommy. You know what I'm saying? It's like, why am I going to convince Tommy to watch Star Wars? Maybe he doesn't watch it.
Maybe I'm asking for him
Battlestar
because
Galactica.
I like Tommy, and I'm saying, how can we talk him into watching? Wait, and I'm going to draw a big fat line in the sand here. The original 3 and The Force Awakens. We're going to call it the 4G. The quadrigy, whatever you want to fucking call it. Those 4 films.
But you got to send them like some old school ones because the one's owned by Disney right now.
Yeah, you're kind of right.
They're horrible.
Listen, Tom, I got your back. We're gonna make a package for you and send it to you.
Did you ever watch Star Trek?
Yeah, seriously. You know what? Tommy did watch a little bit of AWA wrestling back in the day, so he's good. All right, so that was my point. He had his point. Ed,
did you see the picture I sent you?
It may have just came through. I'm trying to.
I heard the chime.
Yeah, it went dink 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 dink. Oh God. Oh Jesus. Never mind. We're just gonna keep moving on. Ed, what do you got to contribute to this gimmick?
You still haven't gotten it.
I still haven't gotten it. Local news.
It's the next generation with Star Wars heads on them.
Yes. All right, Ed, what do you got?
This is local news. This was actually covered on another podcast I listened to. This is something that's happening in Connecticut, which I was surprised he was covering. Basically, there's I forget the name of it, but there's an organization of realtors, and they're currently lobbying our wonderful government. Actually, no, not the state government. They're being very sneaky about this. They're lobbying local governments, like it could be as local as the city, to make it illegal to put a for sale sign in front of your property.
Okay, let me.
If you're trying to sell your house yourself,
yes.
Because there's so much red tape. I've been through this.
Listen to the excuses. Let me finish this. Let me listen to the excuses.
Tommy's a realtor. I want him to chime in if he can.
They're saying because millennials use the internet.
And, Christ!
And because of online listings, this, that, and the other thing, we don't need for sale signs, so we can just make them illegal.
What the hell?
First of all, that's bullshit. Millennials don't have money. They're not buying houses.
Yeah.
No, they're wanting everybody else's money.
And second of all, and my libertarian sense is tingling, it's your fucking house.
Right.
You can put whatever fucking sign you want on your house.
I don't need to get Caldwell Banker, no offense to Caldwell Banker, or Remax, no offense to Remax. I don't have to go to any of the big however many
You shouldn't
gimmicks
have to
there
go
are out
through
there.
anybody. If you know how to do it, you should not have to go with
Exactly.
I was gonna say some of these realtor places put for sale signs on their
And
fucking.
I'm tempering this, as I said before, with Tommy Summers, who is watching the show right now, is a realtor. He could probably, if I plugged in the gimmick right now, get him on the phone, talk to him about, is this good? Is this bad? Is this indifferent?
It's bad if they're
He
trying to make
would
it illegal.
give an honest
It is
opinion versus where if you talk to your state senator, they'd give you some random roundabout bullshit about why no, this is why you should do it.
That's the sketchy part, is they're going really local. So that this is going to be under the radar. It wouldn't be like a state thing. It would be, say, a Norwich thing or a Killingly thing or whatever.
Right.
They're being sneaky about it because they're trying to eliminate competition from people selling their houses.
All right.
I was wondering when you want to dive into this.
So the focused one, pick us.
Let's
think
go.
About
Since we're comic centric, I
Yes.
think we should.
3 weeks ago, he talked about Hellboy coming out with his own fire whiskey, cinnamon whiskey,
Hell water.
and this is called Hellwater. And if you can see, it's got Hellboy literally right on the label.
Eddie, can you put that? Oh, you got
Yeah,
it right
he's got
there.
it.
Good
He's
job.
got it.
Looks backward, but
Yeah.
it's all right.
It
It's,
doesn't matter. People get
and
it.
it's the actual
a
comic. Yeah, it's the actual comic Hellboy. It's not the movie Hellboy. So it's
The
not,
good Hellboy.
It's not Ron Perlman up in your grill.
Nothing wrong with Ron Perlman in the first film.
No.
No,
I have to take a break in just a second, but then again,
So here we go. This is cinnamon whiskey, and it is made with corn
corn whiskey's
corn
awesome.
whiskey.
Corn
All right.
whiskey. You know, it's
It's,
fun. It's here's the thing. This isn't a 99-cent shot either. These are like $1.50 a piece. So
So for this nip,
Yeah.
Eddie really went out of his way and to Trump,
sal cafefe.
Covfefe. Not as bad as I thought it would be. Really
Ugh.
smooth.
I'm not
Really
like a fan of
smooth.
cinnamon whiskey at all, but that's not too bad.
Nor am I. I mean, every now and again we'd go out with Loki and his brethren, like, oh, let's all do fucking Fireball. I'm like, oh, fuck me, please,
I was
God,
gonna say,
don't
like,
make me
folks,
do it.
if you're Fireball or what's the other one that's out there?
Jackfire.
Jackfire.
I do Jackfire.
And
That's my.
Aftershocks a cinnamon.
Mhm.
That's a schnapps though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Kinda,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, that's like
If you
ruffle mints and all
yeah,
that
if
other
you like
shit.
that. You know what? You know what I think this is, honestly, because cinnamon whiskey girls are the ones that are really into it. I think this is a way to try to advertise cinnamon whiskey to guys, and by slapping Hellboy on it.
Yeah.
You
It's
know,
it's a really cool fucking package.
like for
Good
Chris,
call
they'd
by you.
slap Batman on it and be like, "Oh, Batman cinnamon whiskey."
I'd buy
You know?
Batman whiskey, no doubt.
So, and
I'd
Batman-
try it.
Batman Rye.
and-
Oh,
Well-
see, right there. He knows.
Yeah.
He knows how to get to my heart.
Wayne Enterprises rye whiskey.
I'm
So
gonna
what a-
excuse myself for 30 seconds. Continue
what a
talking
cheap
about the
What a
whiskey.
cheap property to get a hold of,
Yeah.
really, and
And a good
the
idea.
new movies coming out,
And a good idea. You know, that's
and it's not a bad product.
no,
I don't know if it's worth $1.50
no,
for that nip.
no. I mean, it's-
But I think I looked at a larger bottle, and it's just your regular. I think it's like $11 to $15.
Okay.
Wherever you can find it. It wasn't too bad.
your normal store.
But so yeah, slapping for sale signs. That's got to be because nobody's that. What drives me nuts about this story is the excuse that because they think
No,
today's generation is not using it, we should make it illegal. Well, if they're not using it, then
It should be your choice of not to put it out there. You shouldn't have to make it illegal. I mean,
right.
you know, dogs humping in your front lawn might be offensive, but it's not illegal. So
No.
what are we gonna do? Make it illegal to have dogs hump in your front lawn?
I got a shotgun for that. but, yeah.
Just, I like to get one of those little.
I'm
you know,
just
the salt,
kidding.
the salt guns.
I would never cock block a dog.
No, it's too funny watching them try to fucking get off each other.
Yeah. But no, but you can see the cronyism in this. This is just trying to own a market. They don't
No,
like to
absolutely.
because the real estate market is fiercely competitive, especially in this day and age.
Oh
And
God,
I see no reason. I don't see any reason for any law, but I really see no reason to regulate something as stupid as a for sale sign.
It's
Because
just
what next? If you're going to sell your car, you got to go through a dealer.
Yeah. I mean, essentially, that's what they're trying to do. I mean, and then they're also trying to only take away, say, a certain percentage of your clientele. You're trying to say that other people that are buying houses don't just go to houses and look for sale signs. They only go online. That makes
Sometimes I see a house, there's a for sale sign.
Right,
I'm going to stop and look.
check it out. Right, exactly. Or wow, I didn't even know that this house was for sale. I love this house for
And
one time.
sometimes a guy is just trying to do a cash deal, like cash deal and get out of town.
Right.
You know,
Ain't
so
no wrong with that. Fucking fuck out, man.
Yeah, it's horseshit.
No, it's just like you said. It's another way of people trying to control another fucking part of it. And you, like you said, being sneaky around it and trying to go through the cities. That's just one way around it of the bigger picture.
But
and
the
you,
scary
you
thing
get
is
it.
the realtors are kind of unionized.
No,
so they're
yes.
all over the place,
Yep.
working together under the scene instead of getting big legislation passed because that's hard. You can get a city ordinance passed with just 10 people voting on it.
Yep.
You know,
if they even show up, you might have that shit passed on fucking floor.
Are you gonna think to show up for a town hall meeting to say, "Hey, the sign thing is bullshit"?
Yeah.
The only person to be there is Jabroni.
Or the guy that's selling their house that has the fucking thing.
Because I'm going to tell him where that town hall is and be like,
no, if you want to sell your
I'm going to
house,
send Jabroni to fight for the sign.
You want to send me because I'm the most vociferous. I'm the one that's going to ripple the fucking pond more than anybody. That's why you want to send me.
Because we need viral video.
Has nothing to do with whether or not I believe it. You say, oh, just send Jabroni. He's the fucking show pony. Go and send him out. No, I believe in all of it.
All right.
Miley Cyrus.
All right, we went around the table, right? Are we good?
That was one. So here we go.
All right, so now I'm going to bring up last night. I go into the bedroom. The eternal flame and the goddess of love goes to take a shower.
Ooh,
I go to turn on. Wait for it. Yeah, well, that part is good too. But
will we be talking about that?
I went to turn on Monday Night Raw real quick, and when I turned on the TV, it went immediately to our local CBS affiliate, Channel 3. You all know I'm a big fan of CBS News. They're probably the most balanced of the three major networks, of all of them. And I see Trump, and I see Kim Jong-un. I see them walking together. I see them talking together. I see them shaking hands together. I see a lot of just correspondence. They're just conversing with each other, and I'm wondering now.
Did you see the video?
Yes, I did. I watched a lot of it today.
Did you see the video that he sent, that he sat and made them watch? This movie style. Did you see this trailer?
I can't say that I have.
They sent him a movie trailer,
They
basically.
sent a movie trailer. What if you made the right decision today? What if
you
could be like look it up.
I will. When this is over, I will.
This is what Kim fucking fell for in the end.
I think it's brilliant.
Dude, it is.
How many movies does this dude have?
What, Kim Jong-un? He probably has them all.
Millions.
He's probably the only one with the movies.
I bet his favorite one is The Interview, by the way.
Exactly.
Oh, that movie's banned.
It's got him in it.
Hey, I bought it. I bought it 3 weeks after it was banned, and I loved it. Oh my god!
How do you get the attention of somebody who loves movies?
You make a movie.
You put them in a trailer, and that's what fucking Trump did. He made a trailer.
Kim, ego, dictator.
Okay.
Boom.
My point on this is not the fact that they all sat down. It's not the fact that it's the first guy in how many sitting presidents? 7 sitting presidents. That Trump was the first guy in the Democratic People's Republic of Korea to sit down with the leader of that nation. What I'm saying is a
very violent nation.
Look, again, going around the table, and not that we have to express this, but I'm going to ask. I'm going to ask you, who'd you vote for in the last election?
I thought we've told this million times, Johnson.
Okay. Who'd you vote for in the last election?
Johnson.
Gary Johnson. Who did I vote for in the election?
Donald
Gary
Trump.
Johnson. Fuck you. You act like I'm the bearded truth. Fuck you and the hat you're wearing now. I like the hat you're wearing now, by the way, and I know what it means. So.
I gotta tell you, things keep getting this good. This might be a MAGA hat before you know it.
You know what? And I'm saying the same thing. Look, Trump haters, you're gonna dislike me. You're gonna unfriend me. You're gonna think, oh, Chris has gone out of his mind. He's lost his shit. He has drank himself into oblivion, which I have not done yet. And if I haven't done it in 46 years, God bless America, I'm not going to do it now. Trump is not doing a bad job. Donald Trump is doing a decent job. I gave him a year, and we all met. It was at the old studio at Valhalla Entertainment Complex back in Oakdale. We met at the 1 year period. We said, "How's Donald Trump doing?" He's not doing a bad job. Okay, now
I
here
think
we are.
Fair.
Exactly. We all scored him with about a C, maybe a low B average. So now here we are. Every one of you dipshit liberal cocksuckers said he's going to have us at war with North Korea before you know it, and there's going to be a nuclear gimmick and all this bullshit. Where is he right now? He's in North Korea, meeting with the leader of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, which is known as, in the rest of the world...
Is it democratic?
That's what they say. Now, temper this. That's what they say. What in the hell are you doing over there? Interrupting my point, but that's okay.
No.
He's over there. Oh, Big Ears didn't do it. The Whittiot, with a capital W, didn't do it.
He made it worse.
My particular hero, Billy Under the Desk Blowjob, didn't do it. Certainly, no new taxes. Bush didn't do it. Reagan didn't do it. Carter didn't do it. Nixon didn't do it. Kennedy didn't do it. No sitting president in the last 7 regimes didn't do it. Trump is there right now, as we speak, sitting in North Korea, talking to the leader of that particular country. Here it comes. Now, I want you all to dry your eyes. I want you all to get a little bib on your lap because you're going to puke. I have a great feeling that 90% of our audience is going to puke right now. Donald Trump is doing exactly what he said he would do during his campaign. And once he became president, he is keeping promises, which is a lot more than any other sitting president has ever done since I've been alive. There is nothing that you can say bad about Donald Trump that I didn't vote for Trump. We already put it out here right now. There's nothing. Okay then. There's nothing you can say that will erase exactly what President Trump has done in his year and 6 months in office has done. He has promised that we were going to denuclearize North Korea. He's working on that right as we speak. He promised lower taxes. He's working on that, and we've all seen it. He's promised a lot of things. He wants to close the borders so that illegals can't come in and steal your money, but yet the left wants to tell you, oh, we got to let him in. We got to let him in. Oh, until your money's gone. Okay. Now, before I let this go to the panel, I'm going to say this. Donald Trump has been the best president we've had since Bill Clinton left office in 1999. Now, I open it to the panel.
Fuck Donald Trump!
Okay, Robert De Niro.
Wow. Now you have to have the mole on your face back. Yeah, fuck Donald Trump.
Fuck Donald Trump!
Wow. Okay.
Hello,
Pitbull. You're watching. Thank you, Gary.
To change it. Here's the thing. This is the only thing that gets me. Okay, and I'm the first one to usually fucking rant about this. This is the one thing constitutionally authorized and mandated for the president to do. Write treaties, submit them to the Senate, get them approved. There you go. This is what the president is supposed to be doing. When he's doing this, he's not bombing other countries. I'm cool with it. He's bombed Syria twice, which was wrong. As a matter of fact, Rand Paul has actually had several hearings at trying to get the war powers back into Congress, yep, which we desperately need. We're out of control of that. We all know that. We all probably agree on it. Dude, like, I don't know what to say. Like, I don't agree with the tariff shit that he does. What? I hate the Twitter shit, but it's fucking working. I hate to say it, it's fucking working. Like
I got nothing negative to say about it. I got nothing.
You can't. You can't. Right
movie,
now, you can't. If you're an honest, forward-thinking, if you actually pay attention to the things that Donald Trump is doing, if you pay attention to the way the country is going, you can't say a bad thing about Donald Trump. If you're one of these people that believes in everything you see on social media, everything you see on this particular news outlet or this particular news outlet, if you're actually paying attention, there's nothing
do you know the biggest
you can say about Donald Trump.
You know the biggest snowflake in this whole thing is? Most giant snowflake? Bill Maher.
Yes!
Bill Maher said on his show that, quote, he wants a recession to happen, which basically means he wants people to, A, lose their jobs, lose their houses.
He wants America to fail
just to get rid of Trump.
Right.
You want to borrow my hanky? No, I never borrow a hanky from a honky.
Oh, wait. That
That's
was
perfect.
good in the 70s.
That's fucking perfect.
Next week, right here. Wait. I'm announcing it now. Next week, right here. We're going to talk about politics with Chris Lynch. He wants to sit right here. We're going to have Chris Lynch in the middle with the old microphone stand right here. We're going to do it 3 heads wide.
I would like to, well, I can bring my mic stand for him to make it easier.
Bring it. Chris Lynch is going to be here next week.
Here, you know what? Here's the thing. Is Donald Trump perfect? No.
No.
Is he bad on certain things? Oh,
Absolutely.
fuck yeah.
Absolutely.
He's horrible on certain things.
Is a Whopper bad for you?
But.
Oh, wait. Ask that question again.
Is a Whopper bad for you?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Do you still eat it?
So good.
Oh, it's tasty as fuck.
Is he so good right now?
I had a Big Mac today,
Is he so bad, though?
Here's the thing. The tax plan, love it. Spending bill, absolute shit. I'm sorry, it's shit. He's failing on that. The tariff thing is shit. The trade war he wants to do, that's absolute shit. Him attacking Syria all the time, it's shit, but I'm actually thinking he's pressured by Mattis and he's pressured by Bolton to do that.
Well,
That's fair.
That's a very military fucking.
Yeah, but
point.
Here's the thing. The current Defense Authorization Act we have authorizes the president to go after Al Qaeda. Al Qaeda is not in Syria, so him attacking Syria both times technically is illegal.
Depends on what's there.
Al Qaeda is not in Syria.
How do we know?
ISIS is in Syria.
Right.
We don't have a Defense Authorization Act to go after ISIS.
I'm not going to have the call in. Lynch is going to be here next week.
He's already that is a whole show in itself.
Right.
That is a whole show in itself. When it comes to North Korea,
Donald Trump is our fucking. Let's be honest. Donald Trump is going to be our focus next week with Lynch sitting between you and I next week.
Do I like Donald Trump? No. Do I think the policy's been terrible? No, I can't say it has.
No, I think.
You didn't vote for Trump, did you?
At the end of the day, if we have to go,
and
here's the thing, I still would. Him, I'm at a B+ for him right now.
Here's the thing.
Seriously, I was thinking the same thing. B+. He hasn't. He's better than Big Ears. He's better than the Whittiot. As much as I love Bill Clinton, he's better than Bill Clinton.
Here's really the only thing that really grinds my gears about Trump is the way the only thing I liked about Obama, Trump undid with Cuba.
Which is?
With the thing with Cuba, opening up Cuba.
Well,
I was totally behind Obama for that.
Sure.
That is probably the only thing I think is a success for him, and Trump kind of undid that. Here's the thing. I said this on Twitter. I don't know if you pay attention to me on Twitter.
I do.
I said
at Eddie J.
I said this is the best thing for the North Korean people, and you don't have to like Trump.
Oh, exactly.
These people. Here's the thing. These people are oppressed. You want to talk real
without question. With the exception of Iran, Iraq, a lot of other countries in the Middle East.
Oh, they're getting our money.
Wait. Let me see if I get this right again. I have to do it again. The Democratic People's Republic of Korea, the DPRK.
Did I do that? In the same family.
DePerk. That's what I'm going to call it from now on. DePerk. I can grab you a gimmick right now.
Like Russia used to call itself a republic, and it really wasn't.
Wait, nope. See, Bob Backlund wouldn't let me do it a year and 3 weeks ago. Now I got to do it. Horse shit. Go ahead.
Here's the thing. You have to be rich in North Korea to even have fucking dial-up internet.
Yeah.
Okay? Yeah. And if you have dial-up internet, half the shit is censored. The only thing you're allowed to watch really is the Kim Jong-un family fucking propaganda film.
Which is probably Dennis
Now-
Rodman gimmick all the way day
Now,
long.
I'm going to trigger everybody.
Go ahead.
I don't think Kim Jong-un is as evil as everybody says. He's done some evil shit. I actually
he's a little kid.
Well,
What am I
here's the thing.
doing with this belt? What
I
am I
actually
doing?
think
Okay.
Kim Jong-un wants change in
Of
North
course he
Korea.
does.
I actually think he wants to change the direction of North Korea. And the best way to
How
change
is he going to get remembered? By being the exact same thing
He's
his
in the
father
same
was?
family.
Exactly.
Or is he going
Being-
to fucking be something different?
being
is
the
he gonna
opposite.
bring on
See,
change?
Now,
Being the opposite.
here's the thing. Having the nuclear weapons gets you a seat at the table.
Watch it.
That's all.
And where is he now?
We'll add the link.
At the table.
Exactly.
We'll add the link to the page so you can see this video that Trump actually played for Kim and his fucking.
Yes, please.
I hate to say it, but Trump knows what people
He's a
want
smart
to fucking
motherfucker, dude.
see.
You know what?
And it's probably because he's not a politician.
Before, if anybody remembers this, before Trump announced his candidacy, we started this podcast in April of 2015, and I said out loud, what this country needs is a businessman to run the country. Someone who understands profit and loss, someone who understands the little people, someone who understands this. One name I didn't throw out there. I threw out Bill Gates. I threw out a lot of names, but I never threw out the name Donald Trump. And then when he announced his candidacy, what I said was, oh, God, I'm not sure I can follow Donald Trump. But I'm looking at the last 18, 19 months of his presidency. He's not doing a bad job. He's doing exactly what he said he would do. Not what we expect him to do, but he's doing exactly what he said he would do. Where is the problem with all the pablum puking, crybaby, liberal fucks that are going, oh my God,
Let's keep it real. The blue wave is not happening.
it's not.
You know what? Here's the thing.
It's all on social media, buddy.
Historically-
It's all on social media.
Historically, and this has happened to every president, like the first year, there's like a switch. Like it'll be Republicans in charge, Democrats in charge, in the middle of a president's term. Historically, there'll be like a blue wave of Democrats taking over. I don't see it happening.
Dude, it's simple. You say he knows what people want. Dude, he's been opening fucking hotels across seas for the last fucking 30, 40 fucking years, dude.
Yep.
He knows how to talk to these
He
people.
knows how to deal with fucking hostile territories. He knows how to fucking make people feel comfortable. He knows how to make people feel human.
And I'm going to say something that's really going to trigger everybody. If the only reason he's doing
I
any
got a
of this,
comment when you're done.
if the only reason he is doing this is to open a hotel in North Korea, if it stops people from fucking dying, I don't give a fuck.
Right.
Who cares?
Okay, comment from the peanut gallery comes from Lindsay Freilich. Said, Kim would never pull the trigger because he is keenly aware of what's next. He has been throwing a tantrum until someone paid attention. Well played on both sides. Eddie, you're more political than anybody else in the room. Tell me what you think of that comment.
Here's the thing. Is he throwing a tantrum? Or
Was he until now?
Here's the thing. Is he
No.
throwing tantrums or is he the North Korean
Did
version of Donald
Gorbachev
Trump?
not do the same thing? Did we not
Same.
fucking
No.
go through this fucking bullshit? No, don't know me.
No, like
all right, because
Gorbachev
we
is-
lived through the fucking
Hello,
80s.
Harold. Hello,
we went
Christy.
Through this whole fucking Cold War bullshit. I know.
that was-
At any moment,
Tear down this wall.
we had video upon videos. Hell, we had fucking what's his name? Freaking Phil Collins come out with the puppets there about fucking nuclear
Land of
fucking
Confusion.
War. There you go. Nuclear fucking war, dude. We live
Wait,
in fear
who was the
of nuclear
artist?
fucking
Stop!
war.
Oh Christ! I'm sorry to
Genesis?
step on your point. No. Sting. Mr. Khrushchev said we will bury you. I don't subscribe to your point. We'll hope the Russians love their children too. Somebody on the Twitter machine or on the Google machine, not any of us. I want to see your hand. Show me your hands. I want to see who comes back with who did that. I hope the Russians love their
It's just
children
the
too.
Democratic Republic
It
of
was
China,
It
Korea,
was
whatever.
an English guy who wrote a song about the USSR Cold War.
Regardless.
Who did the song?
Regardless,
Is that George
all
Harrison?
I'm saying is we fucking dealt with it. This isn't anything new. This is not somebody throwing a fucking temper tantrum. This is somebody who can actually make a real fucking change. Or he can do the exact same thing that everybody else did before them, and Lee can just fucking.
It was
stand
Sting.
and
Someone just
fucking
came in.
freeze.
It was Sting. I'm sorry.
The thing with Reagan
Thank
and
you.
Gorbachev is what they were trying to do, though, in that regard, where Trump is doing it different, and I gotta say it, he's doing it better.
He is doing it different.
Reagan and Gorbachev are trying to outspend each
Of
other.
course.
And which is why we have such a bloated military.
Exactly.
80s? Who had a better car? Who had the most fucking coke? Who had a bigger pool? Who had a bigger deck?
Oh,
who had a bigger house? Dude, that was the 80s. Come on. That's the fucking 80s.
But
Okay.
with the Cold War, it was literally like, well, you're going to build 5 submarines, we're going to build 10.
Right.
Exactly. And that was the mentality.
And this goes on to what I'm going to say to some of the viewers is that if you answer something, there's a 12-second delay. We may not get to you before we get the answer. So if you've already answered, sorry, I appreciate it. We all appreciate it, but 12-second delay. What we do into the microphone doesn't show up to you till 12 seconds, and then there's 12 seconds there. You know, Lindsay came back with, I already said Sting! But we get it. Thank you. Thank you so much.
What was Lindsay saying about Cuba?
Let me go back. I got it right here.
The Cuba thing, interests me.
He shut down Cuba because Cuban Americans, especially in Florida, are Republicans. I don't know. He is. I'm guessing Obama.
No, Trump.
No,
Obama opened Cuba.
Yeah,
and
Trump closed it.
She said.
I agree with her.
She said, "Delay Jones." She's stealing my gimmick right now, much like Conrad fucking Thompson stealing my gimmick every fucking day of my life.
I got a meme to drop, dude.
No, don't drop it. Conrad is Conrad. We love Conrad. Don't drop it.
Conrad, if you want to see the meme,
I agree with Lindsay.
Portugal Viking.
I actually agree with Lindsay because most of the Cubans that defect here,
yes,
they obviously they hate the whole regime, and they want to keep a lot of those people out. They want to be basically they come in here and they adapt that philosophy of keep them out, blah blah blah. They
right.
Bring it down. I disagree with that philosophy. I think the best thing for the Cuban people is to get free market capitalism into that country.
Sure.
They're driving cars from the 1950s.
I remember
terrible.
an article, and I'm not a cigar smoker, but I see magazines everywhere where there was a cigar aficionado back in 1999 was and the only reason I bought it was because it was Vince McMahon on the cover, and anything that I could steal at that time where I was working for WrestlingOnline.com, shout out to Colin Vassallo, I grabbed it, I used it in my articles. Vince McMahon was the headline, and The Undertaker and The Rock both had cigars in their mouth, and the sub-headline was, Cuba, is it time to end the embargo? And I read the article, and I'm like, wow, you know what? It's been a long time. It's been since 71. Maybe we should open up talks.
We're
Maybe
the only
we should
ones
do this.
honoring it.
Exactly. Maybe it's time that we open up the talks and actually have, maybe we can have free trade with Cuba because they have a lot of things that we want. We have a lot of things that they want. Let's put that melting pot together. But unfortunately, we go back to the bad pigs and all that bullshit and yada 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 and
those
whatever.
People are dead.
I know.
That's what drives me nuts.
Now that Castro's gone, we can actually have a civil conversation in which we can open the Now that you said that, it opens up a grand.
Hate Republicans.
It opens up a grand door. Kim Jong Un's father, which was Kim Jong Il, right? Yeah. Wanted to kill everybody and fuck it and yada yada yada. Now Fatty's in place. Kim Jong Un. I asked last night. Angela walked in the room. I said, "Who does his hair?" Because I really want to know. That guy should be fucking castrated publicly in front of his family. That is the worst haircut of all time. However, but then again, 2 hours later, we watched a Jeff Dunham special, which I got my Halloween costume for this year. And Mike, you're gonna
oh boy,
give me the prize for this one. However, I'm watching this, and I'm watching the sitting president of the United States walk up to the leader of the Democratic Republic of Korea, shake hands, they sit down, they talk through interpreters, but they talk, they're smiling, they're laughing, they sign the gimmick, they do everything they're supposed to do. They're doing their due diligence to keep the world a safer place. And what bothers me and I'm going to say this, and then I'm going to back away because I want to hear what you have to say, and then
I've
I'm
already said my
I'm
piece
gonna
on
wait.
this.
I know you did.
I've already
I'm
beat
gonna.
the hell out of this horse.
It's a horse
It's
that
a big
needs.
story,
It's a
though.
big story, and I'm sorry that I had to bring it up. I really am.
No, we need
But
to talk about it.
all of you Trump haters, from the young lady who screamed like her grandfather was just murdered in front of her as they announced the 45th president of the United States, Donald J. Trump, and she went, ah! All the way down to the people who, after the general election was decided, who decided on the Woman March on Washington, where if Hillary was elected, you wouldn't have done it, but you would still be in the same place. I want all of you people to stand up right now and say, you know what? I was wrong. You two take it away.
Hashtag never will happen.
Probably not.
No, it won't happen. Regardless of the fact, aside from him, like Donald Trump's a pig. Nobody here will argue with that. Aside from him being a pig, what has he done policy-wise?
Every last one
to
of
hurt
us is a
women?
pig. Tell me the last time you didn't make, or I didn't make a generalization or a comment about a hot girl.
Last time I was like having pillow talk with Amy.
No, okay, fair enough, Mike. Sure. No, you're at work. You see a girl walk by. I do it every day. Doesn't mean I love my woman any less, but I see a girl walk by and I'm like, hi.
Hey, listen.
It
here's
happens.
Here's the thing. He's a dick. He's a Republican. No, they're not going to like him. It's partisan fuckery. That's what it is. Like what Bill Maher is saying, I want the whole world to burn just to get rid of him, is partisan fuckery.
Yep.
You know, that's all it is. You see, here's the thing. I despise Obama, but like we did on Cuba, I'm going to look at the fucking policy. All the other policy?
Well,
fuck it.
That's where it is right now.
Oh, I get
Fuck it. Here's the thing. People are saying Trump divided America. Obama fucking divided America. Okay? Wait, I'm sorry. Fucking, what was it? Like 4 or 5 cops got shot and killed in Dallas.
Yep.
And Obama goes to the funeral, tells the cop, oh, hey, you know, you guys are bad. You gotta fix it. And this won't happen. Fuck you, I'm Obama.
Look, I've said it. Here's where I'm going to agree with him. And I know.
And I hate cops.
Again, this is going to come up, and this is going to bite me in the ass more than anything has ever bit me in the ass before. I agree with Eddie. When Obama goes to that funeral and says, well, you know, this and that and the other thing, certain cops need to be hung by a chainsaw blade in front of their families, separated from their bodies, while their head dangles way up top and their body falls to the ground, while every one of their families watch their entrails dangle on the ground. But there are many other cops that stand up for what they believe in and do the right thing. Eddie says 80-20, 80 to the bad, 20 to the good. I say 75-25, 75 to the good, 25 to the bad. I grew up in the culture because my father, God rest his soul, he's not dead. I just don't fucking acknowledge him. You know, I grew up around a lot of great cops who I still talk to this day, some of which still watch this show. And I say, they were good cops. They're good people. And they comment on my stuff all the time. They're good human beings. But the culture that these cops now have been brought up in is the same culture that I talk about with participation trophies. They're the same culture that they get brought up through with everybody's a winner. You're not the be-all, end-all. You're not. Let it go. But the problem is, a lot of those cops are going to be judges someday. A lot of those lawyers are going to be somebody that decides the future someday.
Ugh, they're going to be politicians.
Exactly. So it's not a cop versus people thing. It's a societal thing. And that's where I'm going to end.
To be fair, I don't say my 80-20 rule is an 80 are bad, 20 are great. 20 are great, 80 are average people who are fallible. And that's what the problem is.
Thank you for clarifying.
But then again, you have Mark Furman.
Exactly.
Any workplace.
Do we have somebody else that wants
But
to throw
Not
something
every
into
workplace
me?
carries a gun. That's the problem.
Right. If I could carry a gun, there'd be a lot of people shot right now.
The Loki and Jabroni show does not advocate shooting anyone.
Truth.
Truth.
Next story. Let's get something lively, please.
Come on, bring it on. I got a good one for my next round. It's going to be a quick hit. But, Eddie, you started it?
Oh, was it my turn?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was his again.
No.
Just did the
Right,
Eddie,
went that way, then we
Eddie,
went
Mike,
there.
Chris. Eddie, Mike, Chris. That's how it
Oh,
goes.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. No, not Jesus. Chris. I'm over here. I don't have...
No, we started back. We went this way. That was, you already had your second one. So we
Yes,
went back
I had
to
my
where we
second
got,
one.
So, yeah.
Oh.
Let's
all
get
right.
some quick hits going on.
Okay. Well, I was going to talk actually about the Ocean's 8 thing, but you kind of like, you took that. But I'm glad you brought it up because, like I said, I saw that show and I was like, oh my God, it's ridiculous. But what else is going on? Yeah, I guess we should talk about Anthony Bourdain a little bit.
Oh, God, rest his soul.
Really sad.
He committed suicide.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or,
I like this show.
There's no rest soul, dude.
unless you believe
I've said
some of
this
the stuff,
fucking million times before.
the Hillary people killed him.
Sorry.
Well,
Sorry. No. If
here's-
that was his decision, hey, bully on you, man. You shit your drawers. Fucking somebody found you with fucking pissed pants, shit drawers, and a broken neck. Congratulations, buddy.
Here's the, and I don't normally do this, but there was a conspiracy theory that both him and what was the other one?
Kate Spade.
Kate Spade.
Okay, Spade.
Were well, Anthony did something on his show. Was it about Cambodia?
Hello, Corey
So what is it?
and
Some modern
Kendra.
day fucking Romeo and Juliet.
Well, he did a show in Cambodia, and he actually brought up the fact that Cambodia, I'm pretty sure it was Cambodia, is a fucking wreck because of our well-revered, I don't know why, I would fucking shoot the guy if I saw him on the street, Henry Kissinger.
Oh, shit.
Who fucking...
Haven't heard that name in years, and now you're going to go bring it up.
Henry Kissinger has never met a conflict he didn't love.
Of course.
Brought us into so many wars. And Anthony Bourdain did a whole review on Cambodia where he like just tore apart Henry Kissinger and like a country we weren't not at war at, but we invaded it how many times? Twice?
Twice, yes.
Yeah, twice. Bombed the shit out of it. It's still recovering to this day. And so the big conspiracy is that Anthony Bourdain was executed by globalists because he dared speak truth to power.
I had heard the same thing, although I heard it as he had said he had knowledge that Hillary could go to jail and he has proof as to her gimmick and all that bullshit. And 3 weeks later, you know, but then again, I've watched on I've watched people fake tweets on people over the years. Last 3 or 4. Is that an Iron Sheik gimmick right there? That is an Iron Sheik gimmick right there. I've watched so many people get fake tweeted and all this mess. So when I read a couple days after the Anthony Bourdain death that I have knowledge that could put Hillary in jail for life, and then he's dead. So is that one side going against the other? I don't know.
Dude, look,
what is
straight up, Bill Clinton gets impeached, stays in fucking office for the remainder of his fucking...
Because he did nothing wrong.
Well, the Senate overturned it.
He did nothing wrong.
He got impeached because he fucked...
Well,
he got a blowjob under the desk. He did nothing
wrong. He lied about it. You lied. You're under oath and you lied. That is...
Okay.
It's obstruction.
But my point is this. Did he leave office?
No.
No, he did not. So that should have showed you then you don't fuck with the Clintons. All right? So I'm just sorry, dude. The motherfucker can cheat on his wife.
No, you're winning. You're winning right now.
Cheat on his wife, get a blowjob in the most powerful fucking office in the world. Fuck Jennifer Flowers. Tell every one of you motherfuckers
Look
out
at you
there,
coming out with Jennifer Flowers.
You,
thank you.
Fuck you. And then you're going to sit there and be like, oh, Bill Clinton was probably the greatest fucking president ever.
Fast forward. Recently in the news, would not apologize for Michael. I have no reason to apologize.
Right.
Man!
Right.
What do you mean, man? That's the Clintons.
Fucking
That's the
Scarface
Clintons.
wouldn't have the balls.
And
to
you
do
guys
that.
don't think they ain't off? They ain't out running off people? Come on, man.
No, I actually think they have.
I really do too.
Did
You
anybody
don't fuck
see?
with the Clintons? Do not fuck with the Clintons.
Did
The
any?
only reason why Trump is still alive is because he's Donald motherfucking Trump, and you just can't kill Donald Trump.
But
like that.
wait,
You have to be slick.
time
about
out. Offsides clipping. Donald Trump is 71 years old.
Yeah.
Now Bill Clinton right now is 71 years
it.
old.
Looks like he's
Did
95.
anybody see the picture I put up on my personal Facebook, which I would be glad to share on the Loki and Jabroni show page of
We don't
Bill
need
Clinton?
any shots below the waist. Thank you, bro.
Did anybody see the picture of Sammy Hagar at 71 versus Bill Clinton at 71?
Yeah.
Side by side.
Because Bill Clinton's a vegetarian and shit.
It's because Bill Clinton lives with fucking Hillary. Let's be honest.
Well, they sleep in separate houses.
I'm
Yeah,
sure they do.
Yeah, that's his.
Speaking of Democrats, though,
Go ahead.
this is a fucking quick hit.
Everything's going to be a quick hit from now because this guy is waiting 3 weeks to give his top 10.
The Democratic Party, you know how they have the super delegates and everybody's all fired up about it.
Correct.
And Bernie got fucked over or whatever. Well, they had a meeting to get rid of super delegates, and all the establishment, basically the super delegates said no. And also, they're enforcing a rule where to run under the Democratic ticket, you must serve as a Democrat, which would mean Bernie Sanders cannot run in 2020 as a Democrat.
Ooh, touche.
Interesting.
They are totally trying to get rid of Bernie Sanders. They think they think he's an annoying little gnat in the establishment. Don't get me wrong, I don't want Bernie Sanders to win, but the I just think it's funny because he's the only one in any poll that beats Donald Trump. He was the only one in any poll that beat. Well, they were trying to say Hillary would beat him, but before they were serious, Bernie Sanders was the only one that would poll that could beat Donald Trump with any kind of margin.
Wow.
So, but he doesn't fit the Democrat corporatist fucking
Of course not.
mold, so they don't want to do it. But at the same time, though, fuck Bernie Sanders.
Can we do a quick hit around the table before we get to Loki's top 10? Just like real quick. Give me something. Tell me why it sucks, etc. so forth.
Well, I didn't even get my third one yet.
I'll get your third one.
I mean, unless you want to just boot me. That's
No, we don't want to boot
I'm
you.
cool with
You're
that. I was just
well.
trying to
Last
find-
week you got booted by outside
Cool. No,
forces.
that's cool. It's
Go
all right.
ahead. No,
It's
bring
all
it. Bring it.
It's all right. I'm cool with that.
Bring it.
So
You see my face?
no, I'm not looking.
Look at me.
I'm not looking.
You see my face?
So I had information brought to me
Okay.
via a listener, the same listener who brings these very fantastic belts.
Oh, that one.
There is, of course, the Universal title will not be defended this Sunday.
At Money in the Bank.
Yes, it
Horse
will
shit.
not show up. So that makes 2 pay-per-views. So wait, yes, 2 pay-per-views,
Which means 60 plus days.
60 days since it's been actually thrown out there or thrown up for freaking
If
things.
it was the Intercontinental title, it wouldn't have happened.
Here's the deal. It's going to be defended at SummerSlam. Brock Lesnar will not be extending his contract.
Oh.
Brock Lesnar will be leaving the WWE.
Mhm.
The reason why they're keeping him around this long is because...
To beat CM Punk.
Exactly.
Who, by the way, if nobody saw it, and I want to throw this out there, I watched UFC 225, 825, 925, whatever it was, put up a better fight than I thought he could have.
Vince wants to erase CM Punk.
Much like Vince
From-
wants to erase a lot of people.
Right, but he has the opportunity to erase CM Punk from the WWE universe forever by doing this.
Did you see happen to see the I don't know if it was a meme or a picture or whatever, CM Punk 439 days as champion, 194 defenses, whereas Brock Lesnar same amount of days, 10 defenses.
Right, exactly.
Look, I understand that this is entertainment, and I understand that this is scripted and all that hullabaloo and all that bullshit, but at the end of the day, you're selling this to an audience that is not...
It gets better.
Wait. you're selling this to an audience that is not disassociated with your history.
Right.
We
Like I
all know where everybody came from.
It gets better. The two people to stand in line to get the undisputed
WWE Championship
would be Seth Rollins
Okay.
or Roman Reigns.
Fuck.
And this is the reason why they've been
Finn
blowing
fucking
up.
Balor, bitches.
This is the reason why they've been blowing up Roman Reigns with this whole don't show up. This isn't even a job for you. Blah, blah, blah. They're trying to get the WWE fans to buy into
Part of me says they're not going to go with either of those
Guess
two.
what they're doing by not letting Brock once again defend the title at Money in the Bank.
Part of me says they're not going to go either.
Fucking believe this.
They're not going to go with either of those two. They're going to go with a special. They're going to go with a Braun Strowman. They're going to go with a Dolph Ziggler. They're going to go with a Finn Balor.
Braun needs fucking management, dude.
Braun needs something else.
He needs management.
He's over like Rover, and I'm sure if Gary were on the line right now, he would say he's over like Rover.
If he
but
had Paul Heyman, that dude is a heavyweight champion.
Wait, you said Paul Heyman?
Yeah.
Because
guess where Paul Heyman's going to have after Brock leaves the WWE?
That's a great point. Do you remember when I want to say it was either you could probably help me with this because I'm a little shaky in this point. It was either when Brock Lesnar lost to Big Show or Big Show lost to Lesnar, and immediately they switched sides and like, oh, I was always on this guy's side, and that's my client and all that bullshit. One of you guys out there on the Twitter machine,
CM Punk.
Or anybody, was it CM Punk?
He was, because Paul Heyman was with CM Punk forever, and then
I'm talking about when when Brock first came in, he was with Heyman, and then he lost, or he won, or he lost, or I'm not really clear on it, but Heyman switched sides like immediately and went to the other guy, whether it was Big Show to Brock or Brock to Big Show or whatever. So it's not out of the realm of possibility. My problem is that when you can't compare CM Punk, who did the everyday grind, house show, TV, Raw, etc., 140 some billion times in a 450-day reign, to Brock Lesnar, who did it 10 times in a 450-day reign, only did it on pay-per-view, only did it on random house show. You can't compare it.
CM Punk rocked the world with his quote-unquote unscripted sit-down at the beginning of the
pipe
Titantron.
bomb.
First of all, you don't have a 10-minute rant on Vince McMahon's microphone without Vince McMahon knowing a little bit about it. I'm sorry.
It's funny you say that. I get it. It's really funny you say that because I'm watching that, and you know me, I was not in the WWE culture at the time, but I would check in from time to time, and somebody texted me and said, "Oh, you got to see CM Punk? He's ranting." Yeah, I'm watching it. And he's doing his bit. And I'm like, okay, he's doing it now, live, on USA Network, on the company's nickel.
Right before the main event.
Exactly, right before the main event. And they're not cutting the microphone off? You want to tell me that that's a shoot? Which, for those of you that don't know, in the wrestling business, if you talk about something that is true, it's called a shoot. I'm like, you're trying to tell me that that's a shoot. Oh, well, he's saying this, he's saying this. I'm like, he got 15 minutes on USA Network. That's a work, brother. That's a work. And for those of you that don't know the inside workings of wrestling, a work is what they want you to see. So now,
and little known fact, CM Punk was Vince McMahon's little baby that he wanted to go through. Triple H said that shit wasn't going to work out, and in the end, when
Vince wanted it, Hunter didn't.
Right, exactly. And then in the end, when it didn't fucking work out, just like everybody fucking said, and everything blew up in their face, what does Vince want to do?
Whatever Hunter said.
Erase the memory of CM Punk being in there. What is one of the biggest things that he did?
You remember the last guy that was over huge that nobody wanted?
Yeah, fucking Ultimate
John
Warrior.
Cena. Nobody wanted John Cena. And where are we now? John Cena. Nobody wanted him, and that's CM
But
Punk.
Does anybody remember how John Cena came in?
I do, as against Kurt Angle, as
Exactly.
The Angle Challenge.
And what a great, like, I see how they try to bring people in now, and it really pisses me off. It pisses me off because they had brilliant schemes back then. John Cena coming in against Kurt Angle, and the angle that he did with the whole rap, the funk, you know, the thugonomics and the whole fucking spiel that he did, dude. It was everything that Angle wasn't, and it brought him up. He's still living off of that, dude. He's still look at how Rocky started off.
The Rock? Yeah.
Right? He started off as the
We're going to SummerSlam.
Die, Rocky, die.
We're going to SummerSlam in August at the Deck in Westbrook, Connecticut.
Yes,
I want you guys all to join us. But I got 6 words for you when we go to that day, and I have a feeling that this guy is going to come up huge. I got 6 words for you. Who wants to walk with Elias? That's a guy that people are digging no matter how much you push him against the grain. Much like Rocky, much like John Cena, much like CM Punk. Elias is that guy that transcends no matter what you want to do. Fuck Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose can't draw flies if he was covered in shit. Fuck Roman Reigns. Of that Shield, Seth Rollins is the only one that can draw. Man, he's the bomb.
You got plenty of Samoan wrestlers out there. Nia Jax.
Oh, Nia's the bomb. And she's gonna lose to fucking she's gonna lose to Ronda in 2 days.
I feel it too. But let me just say that never once does she throw this heritage in your face like I feel Roman Reigns does. I'm just so sick and tired of the Roman Reigns image. I'm so sick and tired of the label. I just can't even fucking look at him with a straight face anymore.
From what I know of wrestling, I'm not impressed.
If you're gonna throw the fucking Universal title on him, dude, he better have a complete fucking makeover by Shawn Michaels in a week.
Like Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart,
he better show
John
up
Cena.
on Raw, and I better be like, who the fuck is this guy? That's not Roman Reigns. Is that? Oh my god!
You remember the first Universal Champion?
Yeah, that was fucking
Finn Balor.
Yes,
they chose him. And Seth Rollins injured him with that bomb on the buckle bomb, which was on the barricade on the outside. Which, I did a whole video on it.
Still up.
It's still up. I called Seth out. You want to come on and tell me how I'm wrong and you're right? Bring it on. Finn Balor, that was their hand-picked guy. And now it took him a year and change to get healthy, and now he's in the money.
Drew McIntyre at one point was their handpicked guy.
But now Finn Balor's in the Money in the Bank gimmick, which by SummerSlam, which we are going to host at the Deck in Westbrook, Connecticut, go out and see it. That might be Finn's re-emergence as the Universal Champion. We do not know.
Like I said, I buy into it. Because I do know Brock's freaking contract is coming up, and I'm 100% sure he's not signing with WWE yet.
I'm not sure either.
They're using him right now for just that reason.
An attraction.
People hate him already. They hate him as the champion, and if you just don't have him show up, people are just hate him even more. They're like, oh my! Think of it this way.
I don't get why though. I like him.
I think he's just a beast.
I don't have a problem with Brock Lesnar.
The thing is, he doesn't, and I do buy into it. He doesn't defend the title. It's bullshit. Somebody of that size, dude, the Honky Tonk defended his fucking title.
Look,
every fucking
I'm gonna
week,
go with Mike
whether
on this
he
one.
cheated or not. That motherfucker defended. He gave somebody the opportunity to get that fucking belt. It pissed you off because he kept fucking winning.
But he was heel. He's supposed to.
I'm going to go with Mike on this one only because you're selling a product that says every 30 days.
Yes.
A champion is supposed to defend their title.
I'm the biggest Brock Lesnar fucking... Now, you know I am. I love Brock Lesnar.
If you follow this like you follow The Walking Dead, like you follow The Staircase, like you follow 13 Reasons Why, you expect a continuity in the storyline. But if you follow all those other things, you see continuity in the storyline. If you follow WWE, you'll see that there's not a continuity in the storyline. The last time I remember Brock Lesnar defending his WWE Championship was at the greatest Royal Rumble a month and change after WrestleMania in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia.
And
in a cage against...
out of the cage.
Yeah, right. So, since then, can anybody, Google Machine Jones, anybody who's watching now, tell me who was the last title defense Brock Lesnar had against a ranked opponent? You can't. You know why? Because there hasn't been one.
It's been Roman Reigns for the last 7 fucking
Having
matches.
said that, when we were all kids, Hulk Hogan, who only worked certain dates and etc. so forth, and Bruce Pritchard could probably come on this show like he has before and tell us all about the inner workings of the business and say, well, Hulk Hogan would do 3 dates and then a big title defense on pay-per-view, and then do 4 or 5 dates and then do a big title. He did what was in the pretend rule book every 30 days. He made the people believe it.
I love Brock Lesnar. I think he's a fucking beast. He's an athlete. He's everything that we would love a champion.
He's amazing.
But let's be honest. When you put this title reign in the WWE history books, just like you're going to sit there and say Tom Brady needs a little asterisk next to his name for fucking Deflategate,
Brock Lesnar.
You need an asterisk next to fucking Brock Lesnar's name that says, I only defended this title 11 times in my fucking 2-year tentative reign as goddamn Universal Champion.
And last time I checked, 11 times in 2 years breaks down to 24, 11... 1 year, 1 month, 2 months, every 2 months.
That's what it is. And that's the message that you're sending right now, Vince.
Your champion doesn't mean shit.
Everybody else has to defend their title every 30 days at least, unless you're Brock Lesnar. If you're Brock Lesnar, then you can defend your title whenever you want.
Sounds like they're getting arrogant with the product. Really.
Pretty much.
It really does. No,
pretty
you're
much.
absolutely right. And I love, like I said, I'm one of the biggest Brock Lesnar fans out there, and I'm getting sick of this bullshit.
And I'll say this:
defend it. There's no reason why you shouldn't defend it.
You're
a monster. You're a fucking monster.
Well, they got to put the opponents in the ring with them.
Yeah. And I'll say this to Eddie's point. There's no reason why Brock, once every 30 days, whether it's on a house show or on Monday Night Raw, shouldn't go out there and defend his title. But what I'm going to say now is the most famous words in podcast history. And I'm going to temper this, and I'm going to get all quiet. And I'm going to say, Eddie, roll that beautiful bean footage.
Last night we're...
Oh, Jesus Christ. This is the begin... Oh!
Your shit's possessed.
The final countdown!
Fuck Trump!
Okay, De Niro. The final countdown!
Wait a second.
Go ahead.
Fuck Trump!
Oh, Jesus. Go ahead, De Niro. What do you want to say?
Fuck Trump!
We have to pay some bills when it's over, but...
That was my fucking bills right now.
I know.
That was my fucking...
I got Hillbilly Jim Part 2.
What a piece
fuck
of shit.
Hillbilly Jim. I really have real bills to pay.
I used to love Robert De Niro before he started this bullshit.
So did I.
Oh, I need
this is so
He's
fucking
on the
weak.
wall right over there. Do you see him?
All right, so here we go.
Let me have a gimmick for this.
Are we pretty certain that this
Fuck,
is... We're going to the end of the world?
Next week, Eddie...
This is it. We're all headed to hell in a handbasket.
I'm trading. I gave you whiskey.
All right, fair enough.
You want a naughty nurse?
No.
No, I had that.
He's got to drive home.
You pass me a naughty nurse.
I got you.
So, we're pretty certain that this is the end of days, right? The fucking hells get filling up. And,
according to CNN.
Yeah.
Hells fold up and, dead bodies in the hole, which, by the way, that's not in the hole.
GimmickSchnabitzfernum.com.
Anyways, what is a better chance than now to start a cult? Am I wrong?
Oh my God!
Am I wrong?
You are not wrong.
I am going to give you the top 10 reasons for you to start your own cult today.
This
Right
is going to be
here
good.
on the Loki and Jabroni
Sit
show.
back.
Number 10. You are totally not getting the respect that you deserve as a fry guy at Wendy's. That is one specific reason why you do this. Number 9. You think at some point it might look good on your resume. If there's a future, it might happen for you. We know some people would actually write that in their resume too.
Yep.
Number 8. Your current religion limits alcohol to just wine during services.
Wow.
Hello?
Wow.
Alcohol is good for any time, and I think I would start a cult after that.
Some cults just drink Kool-Aid.
That's just me. Well, those
Too soon?
are those guys.
Yeah.
Those are those guys. Number 7, the SEC probably won't investigate you. Just gonna throw that out there. Just throwing that.
Fuck
shit
the
out
SEC. I hate those motherfuckers.
Number 6, dude, come on. Everyone else is starting one. Why not you? Get in while the getting's good. That's the reason why we did this podcast thing.
Right? Exactly.
Right?
Because we want to start a cult?
Number 5, group health insurance.
Ooh, good call.
And that right now, you got to prove that you have health insurance still. So, why not go group health insurance?
Right?
Number 4, your pet orangutan suggests it as a daily pep talk.
Ooh.
And if you're taking information from your daily fucking information from that talking orangutan, my friend, you are perfect for a cult.
Love that movie with Clint Eastwood, by the way.
I do too.
Right.
Number 3, you can get group fucking discount rates at Six Flags amusement parks all across America.
Nice.
Yes. You didn't think about that, huh?
I did
You
not.
come rolling 90 strong, my friend.
I do give church discounts, I think.
I'm saying you go rolling in 90 strong, and let me tell you what, man.
Family fun.
Mm-hmm. Number 2, it's more cost effective to feed 200 than just 3 or 4. Hello. It's very easy. You throw some cows out there, you fucking get it all up. There you go. Now you got your whiskey, you have your fucking cult, you're all strong. Number 1, you're not only a member, you can finally be the supreme being that your millennial ass always knew you were.
Nice. That was gorgeous.
Side note, going back to the IHOP thing, you made me think of it. Wendy's has been savage on their fucking Twitter. Someone said, so how do you feel about IHOP getting
Burger King did too. Did you see what
Oh,
they did
yeah,
to their
yeah.
homepage? They
They-
put pancakes up on that
Fucking-
shit, dude.
Somebody asked Wendy's, like, so how do you feel about IHOP doing burgers? Like, we're not too worried if they thought pancakes were too hard.
Right? Exactly.
Fucking Wendy's is savage.
Wendy's is, yeah, they are. They're on point.
Whoever
Whoever's got control of that.
whoever runs Wendy's Twitter page is a genius.
Yeah, they need to get paid. That they better be getting paid.
I'm gonna give you guys a little sneak peek to tomorrow night, 8:30 p.m. the C&J Speedway review. Every week we break down the average finish of our picks, our lock, our sleeper, and on the cup level we pick a hopeful. I want to tell you right now, Corey Huffnagle, if you're out there, you fucking lost, brother. Because I went 1, 2, 3 in the Cup Series this week. I have the ultimate.
You'll be able to find that out tomorrow.
Oh, you will. I
Tune
have
in
the
to hear it,
1,
'cause
2,
obviously
3.
he's got-
I have Boyer winning. I have Harvick second. I have Busch, the Kurt variety, not the bullshit Kyle variety, third. I have the ultimate 1, 2, 3. I am the first in the history of C&J Speedway Review to have a 1, 2, 3 finish, and I am bringing it to the table, and you will have to bow down to the master, because that's the picks that I put forth last week when we did the C&J Speedway
Except he
Review.
doesn't get to curse. That's why I did it here.
That's why I'm doing it here. Thank you.
Pick and
Fuck
choose.
you. Bye. I did it. I'm the guy. I picked those 3 guys, and they finished 1, 2, 3. Not in that order, because I think I picked Harvick as my lock, which he didn't win. I picked Boyer as my sleeper, who he did win. I picked Busch, Kurt variety, as my hopeful. He finished 3rd. Boyer won. Harvick 2nd. Busch 3rd. SHR, Stewart Haas Racing, bitches. I did it. 1, 2, 3. The best finish you could hope for. Tune in tomorrow night, 8:30 p.m.
So the Kevin Harvick fellatio tour has ended?
No, it's not, because
It's moved on to the ball rubbing
if
tour.
the race wasn't shortened by rain, you would have seen Kevin Harvick move up. Clint Boyer said it in his post-race interview. If this race hadn't been shortened by rain, Harvick had what it took to get by me, but it was shortened by rain. Michigan, and it's the only time I'll say Michigan.
It was shortened by something, all
It's
right.
the only time I will say Michigan like that. Usually I say the state up north because their football team sucks ass. And I know we're going to get into this in November
Apparently
again.
The rain does too.
The rain loves Michigan, and it made Stewart Haas Racing. It made Chris the heavyweight champion of. There's no way Corey can beat me now. There's no way. I went 1, 2, 3. I'm the man. Thank you. It's all good.
All right. Well,
Tune
you
in
get
tomorrow
the
night.
International House of Burgers Championship.
Oh,
Congratulations
thank
to
you.
Chris Burns,
Thank you.
co-host of his very own C&J's
Thank
Free
you.
Review. He has the International House of
1,
Burgers
2, 3.
Championship.
You can't beat
1,
that.
2, 3.
The only way you can beat that is going 1, 1, 1, which you cannot do. But hey, I'm going to shut up now.
All right, guys, don't forget we're going to be going big time live. SummerSlam live at the deck.
August
We
19th.
love the
Cannot
deck.
beat it, man. The last time we were there, it was live and in your face. We're going to get even better than that. Even more people to show up, and I guarantee it's going to be a blast.
But don't forget, June 30th, CSW3, Constitution State Wrestling. We have Gangrel, the Vampire Warrior, former WWE, versus Trigger, the OG.
He will always be Triple-licious.
Yes. We
Sorry.
talked about that last week.
Trigger, look, I appreciate the fact that you're trying to resell your brand, bro. But, man, Triple-licious.
Bring
man,
it.
That was just...
We have JT Dunn versus Matt Cross, the sleeper match of the night. You guys are going to love this. Also, we have the man with no chin, 2 fists, and a fighting chance.
To win.
James Ellsworth is going to be on the card, and he's going to have a match.
Trans intergender champion.
I know. I was trying to avoid that, but good God,
No.
bring it up.
That's what he says he is. He is the intergender champion of the world, the one and only. And let's see if he defends it.
Yeah, well, he's a paper champion. He didn't win it from Andy Kaufman.
No, well, Andy Kaufman's dead, but that's fair enough. June 30th.
And fuck these headphones.
Oh, Eddie's having more problems with his headphones. June 30th, El Grasso Tech, 7 p.m. bell time. $17 get you a ringside seat. $12 get you a general admission seat. You can see all of these matches. Plus, August 19th, if I'm doing my math right, is the date of SummerSlam. We will be at the deck in Westbrook, Connecticut.
Do you think I could hire Gangrel to be like a stamp licker?
Maybe. I think so. We could.
Be one expensive stamp liquor.
Look at that face, man.
That's 2, count them, 2 events that we're invited to that we want you guys to come out to.
Please.
And show your support, not only for the venue, but for the show, but for whatever you watch.
Just real quick, people, if I'm going to make a video, because apparently this is a very difficult thing I've actually come across with my own girlfriend.
Oh, Christ.
It's called a bookmark on your internet.
Right.
So anytime you buy something from Amazon, if you go to the Amazon site itself, that does absolutely nothing for us. What you need to do...
Stop what you're saying. That's against terms of service. Stop what you're saying. I know what you're going to say. Don't say it.
So what you need to do is you just need to go to our website, and you need to find Amazon there.
Which I put links all over the first page. You go
I know
on.
you do.
And so here's the easy, simple thing to do. I don't even have to make a video. You slide this right here,
Okay.
and you go to internet.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go to Loki and
Jabroni.com.
.com.
Are you doing it now?
I am doing it right now.
Okay.
Not a capital.
Okay, tell the people. I'm working with you. I'm working against dead air. I'm just kind of fill in space.
Right here is,
Here we go.
especially if you're using a smartphone.
Right.
You have this little 3 dot up here. You will see add to bookmarks. All you need to do is add to bookmarks.
Bingo.
Boom. And hit save. Now once you save that, now you see this little button down here that says bookmarks.
Mm-hmm.
You select that bookmark and you go right to Loki and Jabroni. Boom. And it is loaded up. You go right to our affiliate links and bam. You buy what you want right from there from Amazon.
Hello, Kobe Craig.
It
Thank
is
you
so
so much.
simple, so fast, so easy, and a portion of your purchase comes to us.
Okay. Now, having said that, tomorrow night on C&J Speed Review, I am going to open up the floodgates, and I'm looking over to my 2 o'clock, and Mike, you can see that big bag right over there. Eddie, you can see that big bag right over there. You know what's in that bag?
No idea.
Whole lot of Jeff Gordon goodness.
Oh boy.
If anybody wants to win a whole bunch of Jeff Gordon goodness, I'm opening up a new contest. We already gave away the free speed crate to Crystal First on the C&J Speed Review. She's going to get her speed crate sometime in July because Speed Crate works differently than any other sponsor we've ever had. But that bag over there, if you're a member of the C&J Speed Review, that'll get to you quicker because I'm going to mail it out. What's in that bag over there is a whole lot of Jeff Gordon goodness that you have an opportunity to win, and you'll find out tomorrow night, 8:30 p.m. on the YouTube channel on C&J Speed Review. Having said that, Eddie, do you have anything else to add?
No, good for now.
Okay. Mike, do you have anything else to add?
Peace out.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been a fantastic episode. I've had so much fun. These guys have had so much fun. We'll be back next week with whatever we choose to do with our new, I don't know how you say it, but new and improved format. Let's go with that. Good night, guys.
Have a good one.